Jai Shri Krishna friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your friend Captain Naresh. We are going through how to be motivated or happy in our life to lead a better lifestyle. Friends, problem is the happiness. Generally, people don't know what is happiness and where it lies. The happiness is within us, but we are searching like a deer outside, like deer which gets the smell of a musk and says where he looks out of it, from where he is getting the smell. So same happens with us, and we generally thinking ourselves intelligent. We don't give think problem, or you can say brain to think properly, because thinking sometimes makes us irritated, because we do not think and we take hasty decisions, and thus instead of getting happiness we lose happiness as well as success. And if this is lost, instead of getting the motivation we get a negative of it, and we lose our lovely life and lifestyle. Friends, to begin with, let's pray God Krishna, who is helping us to upload this series and helping you and as well as me to get motivated for success and happiness. As when I speak to you, number of things start solving in my internal mind also. So it is not the you are getting a help, it is I am also enjoying the motivation and good knowledge after talking to you. सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्ते आदि हेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमो नमः। 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 बोल भगवान श्री कृष्ण की जय। श्री नंद के लाला की जय। हे देवकी नंदन श्री कृष्ण की जय। श्री द्वारकाधीश भगवान श्री कृष्ण की जय। बोल देवादिदेव पूर्ण ब्रह्म भगवान श्री कृष्ण की सदा ही जय। Welcome friends, Jai Shri Krishna. I am your friend Captain Naresh, trying to help you for the motivation of success and happiness, so that you can lead a better lifestyle with the help of grace of, I should say, of God Krishna. Friends, there is generally what happens is one should always ask intelligent questions and the person who asks intelligent question can acquire more knowledge than that person who feels he knows all the answers. This generally is a practice in every human being. Being a smart person, they feel we know all the answers. We even know when and what Gita is saying. We even know what is right and what is wrong. Because an ice of ego has carved us to such an extent, I, me, and mine, it doesn't allow us to even take the best knowledge, which is like a nectar, pure nectar. After drinking that nectar, one can be enlightened and can see something, miracle happening in his life. But we have closed the doors by allowing our ego to say, I know everything. Well, friends, to be in domain of question is more important than in the domain of answers. See, like a child, when a small child is there, he keeps on asking question after question after question, because he wants to grasp the subject to the deep roots. He wants to learn everything. Like Arjun ji in Gita, he did not stop after getting the message of God. He continually asked the questions so that he can enlighten himself to such an extent that in the coming future of life he should never feel a failure, or he should not think that I do not know this subject, I do not know how to overcome my problems. To ask enlightened question is more important than to give enlightened answers. Remember, if you are just answering somebody, you are closing the subject. But if you are asking a question, you are opening the subject. It is just like that who is the opening batsman, and that is asking of question. And when you answer it, it is the last batsman who got out of the last ball, and that closed the match. So what we learn, that questions create opening for the new knowledge, for better motivation, for better life to lead, happiness, how to get happiness. Whereas the answers, they close the opportunity, they close the doors, because answers limit to the opening. The same thought, thinking. Thought over it means concluding the thinking. Example is this: when you answer something, that means you have concluded the question or the thought which has come in your mind. Thinking means I am trying to reach the best solution. Most people become uncomfortable after getting a thought, because sometimes it is a thought of some bad hurt, and when we get that feeling, we never question it out. Why this thought is there in me? How can I throw it out so that it's a burning coal which is lying in me, and how to throw it out so that that burning coal dies, the fire subsides. But what we do not give trouble to our mind to think. While thinking, we are unsatisfied with the thought. A number of persons do not want the brain to take strain. Thinking, if we think a strain is taking place, we do not want to get the strain. We want that everything, just like fast food. We are more fond of fast food, immediate, get ready-made food. We don't want to cook it. Remember, when you take ready-made food, that may spoil your health. Whereas a good cooked food cooked by yourself can give you a good health. In thinking, there is no answers, but lies a great opening. When you think something, there may be no answers, but number of opportunities can open, alternate opportunities can open, and it can take you at a much higher place, whatever you think. After a great long thinking, in a thought there is a short answers and questions get closed. When we get a thought, sometimes we get a short answers. Oh, it's useless. Let's forget it. But we do not think how to open up more opportunities. Like Arjunji was not satisfied by simply knowing that I am a soul. He wanted more knowledge. What is Gyan? What is knowledge? What is sacrifice? And how can I get out of this chain of sins, attractions, and other things? What is this earth? So many things, so that he will not get jammed up in the same rotation that I am a human being and I am nothing. I am a man. I am so and so. The introduction will lie there. He will forget that I am a soul. So what would we do, Like example is, number of people, if you ask what is Kundalini, the ready-made answer is that Kundalini lies at the root of the spinal cord, and when the chakras get open, it rises up to the crown chakra, and men get enlightened. But the person does not think this how to enlighten this Kundalini, how to enlighten myself. He has answered that it rises from the root chakra to the crown chakra, and that closed his question, and he is satisfied. But he does not know how to keep on putting a pressure on his mind, keep on asking a question or to the person who is telling this, how Kundalini will rise, where it will break, how it will break, how can I do this thing, so that he can raise his Kundalini, he can raise his enlightenment. Most of people, they refer Gita in the search of answers. Oh, I am caught in this, how to get out of this. To find out what is hidden in it, we don't give strain to our mind. It's a very simple example. A musician, you must have seen musician. When they create a music for a song, they just first create certain sounds, and then the sounds takes a form of a beautiful sound, and the music of such a nice music starts coming out. But this happens from the rough sound. Sometimes they just beat a drum and they realize that this sound will fit this place, this and we'll add this, and this music will be best known for this. Vivek also means what is essential and what is unessential. People, those who think what is good and what is bad, if they think in their mind, they will come to know what is good for them and what is not good for them. Generally, people are surrounded by unessentials, waste thoughts. Their thoughts are just waste thought. They do not know what the real thing is. But most of us, we hear Gita, talk for information and not transformation. That is the main trouble with every human being. Whenever the knowledge comes, we just simply hear and we close it. We do not want to transform ourselves, because transforming takes patience, take energy, and which we don't have in the today's world. But we get lost in the meaning or translation over thoughts or meaning and consider I am a master of the subject. And we think ourselves that we know everything. Every answer I know, what the Gita is saying, what God Krishna has said, because I have read it once, I have read it twice, so I know all the answers. That is just not, you are just remembering the Gita like mechanically, like how some children they sing a poem mechanically, but they don't understand the meaning. Word to word they will repeat exactly the same, but the meaning they don't know. But if you know the meaning, your lifestyle will change and you will lead a better lifestyle. This unessential attitude leads us nowhere but creates an ego that I know better than you. This type of ego will not allow one even to grasp a best enlightened message. When we say we know everything, all the answers are there with me, and I have not churned those answers. How to create butter out of it. I simply knows the answer. Yeah, this is the answer, this is the question, this is the answer. But if I have not churned, what will happen? With the answer, I will close the subject, but I will not be able to enlighten myself because my answer has closed the subject. It is said, Ganges is the river, Ganga is the river of knowledge, and Yamuna is a river of bhakti. But when both meet, only then Saraswati will flow. Means when your knowledge merges with bhakti, your answers are merging with bhakti to know the love for the knowledge, then its nectar will start flowing. Remember, knowledge produces ego like ice, and bhakti, that is love. It means complete surrender. Until unless we surrender to the subject, we cannot get enlightened, get happiness, motivation for the happiness. And when the ice is melted, it can take another form. A cloud, water will take another form of cloud also. Cloud means like if your soul is enlightened, you may get moksha, you may go to the higher heavens like Brahmlok, Kailash, Vaikuntha, or the higher places where there is no sorrow of the humans. We listen to learn. Learning happens when we observe. We are always listening to learn, but we never observe a subject. And until unless we observe the subject, we give a thought, deep thought, then only some result will come. Like scientists, scientists, they observe a project for a very long time. They keep on working on that formula until unless they reach a certain point where it is successful. And they know now my subject is successful. So we must think and not understand the subject according to our thoughts or dictionary of thoughts we have created in ourselves. Remember, friends, until unless you do deep observations, until and unless you really work hard on it, then only you can go for happiness. You can lead a better lifestyle. Otherwise, there will be a short happiness, a short pain, and sadness, and this cycle will keep on going like waves in the sea. Well, friends, you have thought over it. I take leave of you. Good day, goodbye, Jai Shri Krishna.